Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to tell you implementation and meaning of code splitting. Okay, and we are also covering lazy loading in React. So first of all, let's see the website that we are working on. So this is the website that we are working on, and the source code of this website is already open source. It is on the GitHub repository. I'll add the link of the GitHub repository in the description box. Okay, so we have added here lazy loading. So for this component, you can see the images, the first, second, third, and fourth. These are the four image, and we have already added lazy loading in this part. We have also added lazy loading in this part. So first of all, let me tell you what is lazy loading. So if I go here and add lazy loading, so you can see lazy loading is a technique for waiting to load certain part of a web page, especially image, until they are needed. Okay. So suppose if you are opening a web page like this and we are on this area, okay, we are not come to here at the first glimpse. We need only this page to be rendered and the UI should be visible to us. So our focus should be rendered to this web page, okay, this UI part only. So for that we use lazy loading. So we add a lazy loading in this part. So when we move down, this part of the image will load after this UI part. Okay, so this is the way uh, we use lazy loading. Now let me tell you how you can implement lazy loading. Okay, yeah, you can read it also. Instead of loading everything all at once, known as eager loading, the browser does not request certain resources until the users interact in such a way that the resources are needed. Okay, so we can add some custom logic so that we want, if you want this page to be load, if you want this content to be loaded at certain, after execution of certain logic, then this content will be loaded. Otherwise, it will remain like as it is. Okay. So how you can implement this lazy loading, and this will also helpful for the performance optimization. So let's move to here, and we need to go to home page, and then there is okay, we are on the app. Then let's move to the header. We are on the header page. Okay, so let's move to documentation, and this is a documentation. So there is a function lazy. So lazy lets you defer loading components code until it render for the first time. Okay, so you can just load this component like this. Let me show you in the code. This is a lazy function. Okay, so I want this background component to load after some time. So this is the way I import this function. Okay, and this is the way I render this function. So as we use background, as we use a tag background, and the same thing is here. Like ID, we are passing props. There is no changes. Okay, now after loading lazy, you need suspense. Is there any suspense? Okay, so when the code is loaded, so this is the code. Suppose this background component is loading after some time. Okay, till the component is loaded, there should be something to visible to user. And here I console a loading, but you can write here h1 tag, which will load when this item is not visible to user. So you have already idea of spinners and uh, some kind of animations. When the component is not loaded fully, then that loading or spinner is visible to you. You can create those things. Also with the suspense, you can create some custom logic. If there is any error occur while loading this component, then you can perform certain logic with the help of the suspense function. There are different types of attributes available, like the fallback attribute. There are other attributes also available. You can come to this URL. Now let's come to the code splitting. Okay, so there is a code splitting. So if you write down code splitting, once you click here, so you will see the doc are old and want to go to update. So you have to go to this website, react.dev, and once you search here code splitting, you will come to this page. So code splitting is the process of breaking your app into smaller bundles that can be loaded on demand. This is very important line. Okay, let me tell you how this works. So once you come to this website, you can see on the source, on the static, on the JS. So what React does if you are not using code splitting? So React will create a bundle of all the pages like home, shop, blog, login, sign up, and it will create a complete bundle of this page and throw to our browser from server. Okay, so you can see because I already applied code splitting in this code. So you can see layout.header JSX. This one file is rendered here. Background title image. This is the component. This is rendered here, and that's all. There is no component of login, blog, shop, sign up. No, there is no component. So using this, we have improved the performance of our website because the data is carried by the uh, response from the server to the client area is very less. We are not taking the complete website at once. We are taking the pages once we need. Like suppose I want to go to shop page. So you can see there is no shop page. Okay. If I'm clicking on shop, chunk of the shop is added here. If I'm clicking on the blog.csx is added here. You can see whenever I am visiting any page, the code of the page is adding to this website. So this is called code splitting. And with the help of this code splitting, our performance is increased very high. You can see largest content paint, cumulative layout with although this website is very small, but suppose there are n number of pages here, and all the pages are uh, built in a all the pages are built in a bundle like a bundle. So the weight of the bundle, like the size of the bundle, will be very high, and which will take more time to get from the server to the client area, and it will affect at the end of your performance. So if I go to the lighthouse and if I analyze, you can see the performance is 62, accessibility is 91, best is 100, and SEO. So there are other things are also needed to be work on. But after adding this is the performance. Although you can get the code from power, like you write this and you can come here. You can give stars to it, and you can come here. And here is a React e-commerce. There is the commit. You can go to a previous commit. Okay. Okay. You can go to the previous commit. I think I have not committed yet. You can go to this commit, and yes, at this moment I didn't commit anything. Okay. You can come to this commit number 10 and create separate files for product details, and you will get the previous code. And if you try to check the performance is lower than this performance. I'm checking in the gas because it is suggested. Okay. Now, second thing, how you can implement code splitting. So to use code splitting in, uh, in this manner, like whatever the page you are visiting should be rendered at that time. Then you need to come here on your router folder. So I have not created any router page separately. So you have to import the files, the component in this way. You have to use the lazy function. Lazy is already come with the React, and you have to use suspense also. Okay. So import component with lazy, and in the variable header, this is the way. Okay. I hope you understand. And then just wrap this whole component routes this inside this suspense, and you can do the fallback loading. This is the only code that you need to use for code splitting, and your code splitting is working. That's all about this video. If you like this, please tell me in the comment section. Let me think what else I can make. I'm giving you updates about my work, so you can follow this channel if you want to see the upcoming updates on this website. I am working on this website continuously, and you can follow this Git repository as well. Thanks for watching.